now by Philadelphia Union head coach Jim Curtin. We'll begin with an opening statement and then go into questions using the raise hand function. Jim, whenever you're ready.
Yeah, overall, a unique night, certainly. But again, full credit goes to these players who, no matter who's here, who's not here, who's injured, who's away with international duty, the next guy always steps up. So really proud of Joe Bendick, getting a big win for us. Made a few key saves in the first half. Obviously, it's a difficult spot to come into, a unique spot for sure, but he stepped up and contributed in a big way, just like all these players have at different moments of the season so far. We still have a lot we can improve on, no question about that. I still don't think we created enough chances, but if you want to talk about throwing the data and the statistics out the window, the grit, the fight that these guys show game in and game out, no matter what the circumstances, I couldn't be more proud of this team. So again, Jack Elliott has put together two of probably his best games with Red Bull, and now this one where he just has been a real dominant force back there for us. The partnership that him and Jacob have will certainly keep us in every game, so couldn't be more proud of them. But overall, it's a complete team effort, a gutsy 2-1 win with a little rain delay sprinkled in there. But again, it showed the focus and the determination of this group. So overall, I'm a proud coach.
Matt DeGeorge.
Hey, Jim, what's the blueprint for when you have a delay in the 86 minutes? What do you tell the guys?
I wish there was one, buddy. That's not in the coaching course, Matt. So again, your initial reaction is to get them off the field and get the message to them immediately that this game is finishing tonight. Whether I'm right or wrong doesn't really matter when I say that, but I have to say that just so that their brains don't switch off or even have the 1% possibility that we're not playing this tonight, we're playing it tomorrow. So overall, that's the first step. Then you give them, we start to get information on the blocks and how long it's going to be, 30 minutes, 30 more minutes, 45, whatever it might be. And then we kind of time it so that I have enough time to talk to them for 5 minutes. Then they can start their activation inside, part of their warm-up, and we agreed to a 15-minute warm-up and just start the game right up. So, it's a strange one for sure. You give them a couple key points. You knew DC would throw numbers forward. We didn't expect Brilliant to play as a striker, but I told them to expect the unexpected. I thought they would wait a little bit before they started throwing everybody forward, but a couple scary moments. But overall, I thought we controlled the game tonight, deserved the win. They had some chances, but I thought we had the better chances. So overall, again, a good win.
Jonathan Tannenwald.
Jim, how about Sergio tonight playing 82 minutes, his longest outing in a while? I don't know when you really needed that.
Yeah, we needed it. I thought he probably could have gone 90, but we just figured, let's get some fresh legs in there with Quinn. Sergio got us a goal and an assist, and cost us a goal also. Let's not forget now. With that one, we were just joking before the game started up again. Especially for strikers, their tendency is to want to help out and want to win the ball. But when a player's going away from goal that way, let's not dive in on those tackles. But he's a striker, so they occasionally make mistakes on tackles. But he redeemed himself, made a big play for us, and really happy for all the minutes Sergio had. Great goal, really good counter, a good transition goal where we get out on the run and find a blind spot, and a clever ball by Daniel. I do believe he meant that. Pass to Sergio for the goal. And then obviously, Sergio gets loose and makes a really unselfish play for Casper to finish off. So happy with him. But yeah, 82 minutes was big.
And Daniel, we saw on the 2 goals, that's why he's here, and how good was he?
Yeah, quality. You can see, I still don't think we got him on the ball enough, but when he did get on the ball, things happened. He drew fouls. He played through balls. He actually did really well defensively. So you're just seeing the beginning with Daniel. The more we give him the ball, the more special plays he's going to make. But overall, certainly his best performance for us comes at a big time. If you remember, he actually makes an incredible tackle on the second goal. He breaks up a play, and maybe tens aren't thought about for making a play like that, but he makes a play and wins the ball. It goes right to Ali, who plays a great first-time ball, and then Leon clips it in behind for Sergio to score. But that starts with Daniel. So overall, he's getting used to his teammates. He's getting used to our style. He's getting used to the, we'll just say, uniqueness of this league. But again, he's going to only get better and better, and had a great game tonight.
John Lupo?
Hey, Jim. 7 of your 18 goals have been scored in the last 10 minutes of the game, including the game winner tonight. And what does it say about your team that you're able to overcome all different circumstances, whether it's the weather, what other teams are throwing at you, that you're able to consistently score, in the closing stages of games?
We're fit. A lot of credit goes to our sports performance department, but these guys train so hard during the week that the games and the running becomes the easier part. So I think we have a very, very fit team. Not a lot of guys cramping up ever or going off with injuries, knock on wood. But overall, this is a group that, again, no matter who's on the field, no matter who we're missing, they all can run, they all are willing to fight, and they don't want to let the guy next to them down. So that's a powerful thing, but I do think our sports performance department deserves a ton of credit for our athletes and how fit they are. And it's no coincidence that we score a lot of goals late in games. It's no coincidence even last week against Red Bull, we're still the ones pushing the game down a man because we can run and we're fit. So I really like that part of things. There's always another level of fitness we can go to, but we don't want to be peaking in July. We want to be peaking when the weather starts to get cold.
Larry Henry Jr.?
Hey Jim, thanks for the time. Congrats on the win.
Thanks.
Just wanted to ask about Olivier. Obviously, he's been really coming into his own now at right back. Another good performance tonight, winning individual battles. His pace up and down the flanks. Just wanted your thoughts on his performance tonight and overall how much he's pleased you so far this season coming into that right back role.
So at the start of the season, that I thought that would be our hardest, thing to replace Ray Gaddis, almost an impossible replacement just because what Ray brought in the locker room on the field. But Olivier stepped in and done an incredible job. I think he's performed at an all-star level. Having said that, I think tonight he was a little bit off. He made a few mistakes. He was a step slow. Still made a ton of great plays, but there's some plays tonight where I think he was a little casual in some spots, and we talked about it at halftime. But overall, if you take his whole season, he's been one of our best players. I think he's playing at an all-star level at right back. He deserves that kind of accolades. But I'm going to be hard on him. I'm never going to be satisfied. Defenders can always do more, especially when a goal is scored. So happy with Olivier. It's been a great season so far, but we're going to continue to push him to bring it every day. And his consistency has been much better. If you look at the running data, if you look at how his recovery sprints at the end of games, he's really raised that to a new level. But again, we're never going to be satisfied, and there's no perfect player. We'll continue to push him to try to be the perfect right back, but he can still always improve and get better. And I really like how he's taken information, stepped his game up, and been a big part of a back line that I think is one of the best in the league.
David Melandra?
Hey, Jim, two-part question for you. One, tonight was your second home game this season at 100% capacity. Do you still how about the fan support behind you guys now?
Yeah.
And second question for you would be how about Casper, the way he's been scoring these clutch goals lately, especially tonight in the 84th minute?
Yeah, look, the fans obviously make us go. It's been a long time since we've been in this building, 20 some days, which is too long, to be honest. The schedule's a little strange this season. We go on the road for 2 more, but down the stretch we'll have a lot of home games, and we'll need our crowd to push us on like they always do. So, Sons of Ben were excellent tonight. Keystone State Ultras were excellent tonight. Everybody was loud. The whole even after the last 9 minutes in the rain, the fans that stuck around, thank you to them. It helps more than they realize. So again, we're at our best in this building when it's a full house, it's packed, and the fans are getting on the other team. That helps us a lot. I think, I showed the stat yesterday in our last 15 games here. Now I'll add this one as 16. We're 13 wins, 2 losses, and 1 draw, and that's something to be proud of. So this group. Has confidence in here, and that leads to the next thing. Casper has scored big goals for us all season, from the Champions League to the regular season now. That's what top strikers do in this league. He is a top striker. Maybe doesn't get the accolades that some others do, but his ability to run and fight for this group and be tireless and in the 90th minute make a tackle for us is something that a lot of strikers aren't willing to do in this league. So overall, really proud of him. Got the game-winning goal, and I thought that he did a great job leading at the front.
Final question will go to Jonathan Tannenwald.
Jim, we said earlier you needed Santos. You needed Joe tonight. He came up big for you early and late with that catch right at the end there. Obviously, we know his talent. It's been 3 years, I think, since he last had a win as a starter in the league. How important is he tonight?
Yeah, like I said at the beginning, Joe did excellent tonight. We've called upon so many players to step up their game and rise to the occasion, right? Whenever anyone's been called upon for our group, whether it be in the Champions League, in the regular season here, we've played a lot of big high-pressure games already, and we've done so with a lot of pieces missing here and there. And every time, whether it's a young guy, whether it's an experienced guy, they've stepped up. Goalkeeper is unique in that it's probably the hardest one to come in after having not started for a little while and get minutes, and the saves he made in the beginning of the game kept us in it. We needed that because we started a little bit slow, a little bit flat. So yeah, couldn't be more proud of Joe. It's a big win for us in this spot. Everyone in that locker room contributes, and there's no better feeling than when we walk off that field after 90 minutes with 3 points. So again, couldn't be more happy for Joe, and we'll enjoy the night. Give the guys off tomorrow, but then we're right back at it again, and we'll look to improve on some things that we can still work on.
All right. Thank you very much, Jim.
Thanks.
We will be joined next by Joe Bendick and Kacper Shibilko. Give us just a moment to reset. We'll go right into questions for these twos using the raise hand function. All right, we are joined now by Joe Bendick and Kacper Shibilko. We'll go right into questions for these two, beginning with Jonathan Tannenwald.
Thanks. One for each, and I'll ask Joe first. Joe, if math's right, that was your first win as a starter in the league in 3 years, and how good does it feel, especially knowing how big a moment it was for this team?
Yeah, I didn't actually know that statistic until walking into the locker room, so I got guys saying like, oh, this hasn't happened since Quinn was in diapers, and I was like, what are they talking about? And then I realized, so yeah, it's big win. You got to have a strong mentality to play in this game for a long time, and this team definitely has a strong mentality.
And Kacper, take us a bit through your goal tonight, and also take us through what you saw out of Daniel and how he's been integrating with this team. Obviously, the 2 passes he had tonight were a big deal.
I mean, it's not like easy for him because he just recently came to the team, and he needs to get us to get the team a little bit better. But he's doing a great job, especially today. I'm so happy about the first goal. It was a great counterattack, especially of Ali that he passed the ball, and then Daniel obviously did a great touch, and Sergio just finished it off. I'm happy about the victory. Everyone's doing a great job, and Joe even also stepped out. After 3 years, I didn't also know about that. Sorry, man, because he's doing such a great job. He's pushing, Andre and freeze every time, in practice. He's doing also such a great job, pushing the team every time. So I'm happy for him. I'm happy for the team and the victory today.
Matt DeGeorge.
Hey, Joe. Jim always talks about you being a guy that comes in and does your job. I wonder what that feels like for the long stretches where maybe you're not playing and you're not in the 18, and what it feels like in terms of a night like this where you get to come out and make some big saves and get a win. What's that take to have that mentality?
Yeah, like I said, it takes a positive mentality. Definitely a bit of a transition for me going from starting for 5 years and then all of a sudden can't find but few games a year, and feels good to win. Yeah, for sure. It kind of shows my mentality though that I didn't even didn't really know that statistic, you know. So just to stay positive, and it's what I love to do, so it comes quite naturally.
And I guess as just a little bit of a follow-up, I guess are there wins on a daily basis that you kind of think of, whether it's through training sessions or the effect that you're able to have with a young guy like Freeze? I mean, I guess it's about more than just the wins and losses in terms of how you measure yourself and your progress. I guess, does that go into that mindset you're talking about?
Yeah, it's just I text Andre the other day. It's just an honor to train with him every day and to watch Freeze grow over the last few years that I've been here. Is a big applaud to Phil Wedden. These guys they work hard and it's fun. It's fun to train with. It's fun to be around. It's such a growth mentality inside our goalkeeper group. So those are things that I look forward to every day.
John Lupo?
Casper, you've had some big goals late in games tonight. You've had a couple of Champions League. What do you think it is that you're able to score these late goals in such clutch moments?
I just hate losing, and I think it's also a mentally thing. I want to win every game, also in practice, and fight to the last second. And I'm happy I can help the team. With finishing off the situations, getting these balls, having this faith of the team, of everyone. Because I only score goals because my teammates believe in me, and it's amazing how we're doing this season again. And this is my job as a striker, and like I said, I hate losing.
Final question will go to David Melandra.
Hey, Casper, two-part question for you. One, can you just take us through what you saw, what led to you scoring which ended up to be the game-winning goal? And secondly, how does it feel now to have the fans back at 100% capacity, your second home game in almost 20 days?
Very unselfish of Sergio. He did such a great job. It was a great pass, I think, from Leon, and Sergio did so amazing. And it was, one of the easiest goals that you can score as a striker. Obviously, you need to finish it, but I'm happy about it. And there's also such a great work that we do together as a strikers, because we either it's Corey, either it's like Sergio. We're doing such a great job, and we always push each other, and we always wish, even if there's a competition, we wish just the best and the most luck to everyone here. So I'm really happy about it. I give a lot of credit to Sergio. Thanks for the goal. I'm happy about the victory, and obviously with the fans. That's why you live soccer, and that's why I'm so happy being here home, and that's I think also one of the biggest reasons today why we won this game, because the fans are pushing you all the time, and it's so amazing being home, and then having like this kind of ties in the last games on the road, and then being home and having victory is an amazing feeling.
Great. Thank you, Joe and Katzber, for joining us this evening, and thank you everyone else for staying up late with us.
Thank you.
Recording stopped.
Thanks.